Hello and welcome to a very exciting Olympic edition of Fun with Captain Starlight. I'm Captain Starlight, and whether you're watching live on Facebook, our Fun with Captain Starlight YouTube channel, or on Starlight TV in a major children's hospital all around Australia, welcome to another exciting fun edition of Fun with Captain Starlight live stream. Yay! I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are streaming today from Sydney Children's Hospital, Randwick, on the traditional lands of the Gadigal and Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation, and pay respect to their elders, both past, present, and emerging, and to all those on the lands from where you're watching this. Thank you so much for joining us. We've all been here visiting Earth, watching all these Earthlings glued to their TVs for the past 2 weeks because they've been watching these are things called the Olympics. And the amazing Australian athletes have scored more gold medals than I've had tuna milkshakes. That's true. Now, please welcome our wonderful guests for today, athletes Anabelle Smith and Zac Stubblety-Cook. Yay! Hey, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you guys are coming to us live from quarantine. Now, I know it's very hard probably to be stuck there, but that's okay because we are here and we are ready to ask you questions to make the time pass quicker. Now, we have lots of kids out there watching, so if you are out there and want to ask a question to our wonderful athletes, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page and comment there with your question, or ring your local Captain Starlight and ask them your question. I'm going to start with a question. Guys, what is it like to go to the Olympic Games?
Zac, do you want to go first?
You go first. You've been to 3.
Okay. It's pretty special. I think it's an opportunity that we don't take lightly, but we train all our lives really hard to try and make an Australian Olympic team. So when you finally get that opportunity, it is just amazing to be on the biggest stage for our sport and to be competing in the sport that you love and you train for. Yeah, it's a pretty special opportunity.
And Zac, this was your first Olympics, is that right?
Yeah, for me it was a very different experience. I've been to lots of different meets, but for me it was probably the most special, definitely the most special. But for me it was about when you do see the people around the village, no matter where they were from, they were always trying to get the best out of themselves, and seeing everyone have their green and gold uniform on was very special because we all shared the same dream of representing our country at the Olympic Games.
Oh, that is amazing. It must be like when you go to the library, you study better because you see everybody else studying. So when you're around all these international athletes, it really brings the competition strong on. Now, Annabelle, you're a diver. For those kids out there watching, you did the 3-meter springboard. Is that correct?
Yep.
Tell us how you prepare for that.
Yeah, so diving's pretty unique because not everyone, has that acrobatic or aerial awareness of doing somersaults and flips in the air. But I grew up bouncing on my trampoline and teaching myself backflips. So that really sort of started my interest in diving. And yeah, now I spend almost every day at the pool practicing on trampolines that go into foam pits. And then we do lots of diving in the pool. And yeah, it's a bouncy bit of metal that you jump as high as you can and do as many somersaults as you can before you go into the water and make as little splash as you can.
So that is key, not to make a big splash, which is often a really fun thing to do when you're trying to do bombs in the pool or something. You're trying to make a sleek line into the pool.
Yeah, I'm not very good at doing bombs because I've trained my whole life to make no splash. So yeah, it's pretty fun though when you get to just try and make the biggest splash that you can.
That's amazing. I know how fun it would be. Now, question over to Zac. Oh, look, there's Noah saying hi to the Olympians and to Captain Freckles. Hey, guys. Now, Zac, you actually like to make a splash in the pool. It's kind of part of what you do, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it is. It is a bit of that. For me, it's about making a splash and trying to get to the other end of the pool and do 4 laps as fast as I can. That's
Is it
my
always
goal.
4 laps?
No, not always. So I race the 100 as well. So that's 2 laps. And the 200, which is my main event, is 4 laps. So, yeah.
And we must congratulate you because you did win gold in the 200 meters breaststroke.
Yeah. In my pet event, it was a bit unexpected, but I was very, very happy. It doesn't feel real yet, and I don't think it will for a while.
Do you have the gold medal with you?
Yeah, I can show everyone if they want to see.
Could we see it? I think the kids would love to see what a gold medal looks like up close.
So this is the box.
Oh, wow.
It's nice and shiny. It's pretty heavy. And I don't know if many of the kids know, but that's the Greek goddess of victory, Nike. So that's on a lot of the Olympic medals. And that's the 2020 logo on the back.
Oh, that's beautiful. And is it kept in a little case so it doesn't get dirty?
Yeah, it's kept in a case, but I've actually already scratched it.
That's lucky the case.
And that's the case. But yeah, it's lucky we have a case, and there's a little pouch for it as well that we all got to keep it safe because it's a pretty precious thing.
That's fascinating. Now, you are a breaststroker, Zac. That's right. And to me, breaststroke seems like one of the hardest of all of them. I know backstroke, you have to go backwards. But breaststroke, you kind of like, when you watch you guys, you spend more time up and down in the water, but you're still going fast forwards. How does that happen?
I don't know. Hey, for me, I've always loved breaststroke, and I've always been pretty good at it. They say there's an old saying in swimming that breaststrokers are born, not made, because typically we can't do any of the other strokes. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Now, but you also participated in a first event at this Olympics. It was the mixed relay, is that right?
Yeah, I did the mixed medley relay, which is really fun because we have all different people from all different events, obviously racing each individual stroke, but across all different nations, everyone races it differently because you're allowed to race 2 males and 2 females, so 4 swimmers total, but each country is allowed to put in whatever order they want. So it's always a backstroker, a breaststroker, and a butterfly, then a freestyler. But you could have a male backstroker, a female breaststroker, which is what the American team did. And we had a female, a male, and a female. So in that race, it changes hands a lot. So 1 minute you'll have the male backstrokers leading, and then the next minute the breaststrokers will be leading, and then it'll keep changing hands. So I think in our race we were 7th to 5th to 4th to 3rd. So it's constantly changing hands, and it's really fun to race.
Oh, and it was a great spectacle to watch. Now, Annabelle, there weren't any audience members really allowed at these Olympics. Having been to now your 3rd Olympics, what's the difference between when there have been crowds there and now maybe not having many people in the audience?
Yeah, it's interesting because diving events typically, unless they're in some of the Asian countries like China where diving's really big, but usually we don't really have that big of a crowd. So that wasn't a big difference for me. But compared to the Olympics, the 2 previous Olympics I've been to, there's been a huge crowd and the whole stadium's been filled. So it was definitely hard to sort of create that energy on your own. You usually sort of draw off the energy of the crowd. But, we had enough athletes in the stands, and we had lots of Australian boxing kangaroos and Australian flags of our teammates waving around. So you still got, some energy afterwards, but definitely a bit difficult not having, and, disappointing for the Japanese community who would have loved to have been there cheering us on, and all of our family and friends as well.
Yeah, of course. Now, look, both of you are such champions, and everybody loves to win. But how do you guys deal with, maybe not winning? Because I know a lot of kids here probably need some tips on being good sports is also a really important thing to learn. And how did you learn that? And how do you deal with maybe when you don't get the result you want?
I'll answer that because Zac got a gold medal, so he doesn't know. for me, I think I didn't get my best result in Tokyo, and I wasn't doing my best event. So I sort of had some level of disappointment, but sometimes it is just about participating and giving it your best shot, and also just enjoying the performances of your teammates as well. And whether I win or I come last, I'm always saying well done to everyone else in the competition, and just always just trying to do my best on the day. So whether that puts me first, last, or somewhere in the middle, as long as I've done my best and I've tried my hardest and stayed true to me, then that's a win for me at the end of the day.
That is such good advice. And look, I have to say, all the people on Earth here are so proud of their Olympians. People that get to go to an Olympics, it takes such long and hard hours of work. So it doesn't really matter how you do, but it's amazing that you're there. Now, we've got a question here of how long you can hold your breath for. Over to you, Zac. Tell us, we'll start with you. How long?
Not that long. Maybe I could go 50 meters without, so maybe like 40 seconds swimming. So I've done a couple of like 50-meter pool underwaters, but it's not that impressive, I don't think.
Okay, two things that are impressive. A, you can swim underwater for 50 meters, and B, you can hold your breath for that long. I think those things are pretty amazing. I guess you don't have to hold your breath in swimming. The point is to breathe and breathe as fast as you can or something.
Yeah, it's about being in control of your breath more so than actually holding your breath, and being in control of that moment and trying to control your breath when you're really out of breath.
And Annabelle, I suppose it does probably get a bit nervous when you're about to get on that board. Do you have sort of breath techniques? Do you have to hold your breath?
Yeah, well, I always try and focus on doing a couple of deep breaths before I go, because when you are nervous, your heart rate goes up and you're breathing a little bit faster. So it's always good to try and calm your nerves. But unlike that, I probably can hold my breath for about maybe 20 meters in a pool. So I spend about 2 seconds underwater and then I'm up again and swim to the edge of the pool. So I'm not very good at holding my breath.
Oh, well, you know what we need next time is a mixed medley holding your breath race where swimmers and divers all have to compete together. Then you guys could be on the same team. That'd be amazing. All right, now, guys, I know that you've done very well in our Olympic Games, but we haven't put you through the paces yet of the Starlight Games. So I hope you're ready. We're going to play a game we like to call Sink or Swim. It's a very technical game where we place objects in a tub of water, and you have to guess whether they're going to sink or whether they're going to float, or what we like to call a swim. Now, are you up for the challenge?
Yep.
Okay, great. Now, all of you watching out there can also play along. We have some items here that we're going to put, and you can say whether you think they're going to sink or swim. Now, first off, we've had one of the captains here has been very creative, and they have made, I'll put this here. They have made a little surfer dude on a popsicle, and he is, or she is, I'm not really sure, it doesn't matter, but they are made of pipe cleaners. Do you guys think this will float or swim, or do you think it will sink? Blah, 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 blah.
I think it'll swim, float.
Okay, fair enough. Now, Annabelle probably has the advantage here because she's probably very aware of what things float and how to sink them because she's diving. But I guess you dive too, Zac. I don't want to put you, I don't want to put you out there too. You're doing all right with your gold medal over there. Okay, so Noah has said swim. All right, okay. And then if anybody else wants to comment away. Oh, Jordan has says simp, which I think means sink. And I'm going to drop this very shortly. Okay, I'm going to pull it up here. Oh, Ariana guesses sink. Hi, Ariana. Oh, swim. Okay, they're coming in. Actually, they had surfing at the Olympics. Did you guys see that this year?
Yeah, very cool.
It is very cool. Do either of you surf?
No,
I tried once.
I'm
scared of the ocean.
Scared of the
I
ocean.
don't like open water either.
Oh, okay. Very controlled environment.
I like being able to see the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, maybe if you went swimming in clear blue water in a reef or something, you'd be all right. Okay, we're going to do this. Here we go. Like we chant like this. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Oh, he's gone in. Oh. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I think he's swimming. I think it's a swim, guys. I think it's a swim. You got it. You got it. If you said swim, you're correct. Okay. Very well done. This is a very technical game, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to just remove this for a second so we can make way for a banana. Now, I'm sure banana is very important fuel as an athlete. Do you guys eat bananas?
Love bananas.
Okay.
Probably one of my favorite foods.
Okay, great. Okay, well, this time you don't get to eat it. You get to guess whether it's going to sink or swim. Now, it's quite a large banana, but it will hopefully fit in this thing. Now, it's a typical banana. I haven't peeled it. There's no holes in it. It's just it's not wearing pajamas. What do you think, Zac?
I reckon sink.
Okay, you're going to say sink. All right, over to our diving champion, Annabelle.
I think it's going to sink also.
Okay, and you out there watching, Noah thinks a banana will sink. Okay, all swim, nice one. Okay, sink from Jordan. Ariana says sink. Okay, I mean, I will say that I don't want to give too much away, but it feels pretty heavy. I mean, I don't want to say it's as heavy as a gold medal because I don't know, but let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. It floated. It kind of went in and then went back up. Now, in terms of diving performances, Annabelle, how did that go, do you think? Was it how many out of 10 for the banana dive?
Oh, I'd probably given that a 7.5. I was actually impressed with that entry into the pool of water.
The official diving pool here at Star. Yes, well, there you go. I had to say, I was pretty sure that thing was going to sink, knowing from the weight of it, but it's floating. Amazing. Okay. Let me just take that out. Now, I have one more. If you have time for it, because this thing is pretty cool. It's a little Batman car. I can't tell you too much about it, except I think it is kind of plasticky. Do you think it's going to sink or swim? Sink or swim?
I'm going sink.
Oh, okay. Zac and Annabelle have split. So Zac thinks this is going to swim, which is something he's very good at, and Annabelle thinks this is going to sink, which is something she's very good at. So they've gone with what they've known this time. And I mean, it's sinking with style, Annabelle, don't get me wrong. And this is the final one, guys. So let us know out there if you're watching whether you think this little Batmobile is going to sink or swim. He's very cute. And Batman, he's crafty. He's very tricky. So maybe he has some bat tools ready to deploy. We will see. Noah thinks Batman's going to swim. Fair enough. Noah, I'm sure Batman's a very good swimmer. Swim. I wonder what Zac, if Batman was in the swimming pool, what event do you think he would be in? What style would he do?
Oh, surely the butterfly. Because butterfly's pretty close to a bat, right?
Yes, that's right. And he could let that cape go up. No. Ariana says swim. Okay. And Helen, they're saying swim too. All right, we're getting a lot of swims. Don't worry, Annabelle. There's still a chance for you. We don't know. The banana threw us out. Here we go. All right. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Oh. He's floating. He's taking on water. No. I think he's slowly sinking. Tidal wave. No, that's a float. It's a swim. It's a swim, guys. Okay, so I think that means that you both got one right. It doesn't matter.
I'm the loser.
Okay, well, we know who's the most competitive because Annabelle was keeping score the whole time. Now, guys, Nick in Sydney would like to know, guys, what inspired you to start swimming, Zac? I figure that's over to you.
For me, I used to be afraid of the water, so I used to hate swimming. But I loved the social side of it, so I loved being competitive and I loved seeing everyone at the pool. And I got into swimming probably through my parents wanting me to be safe around the pool, around pools and around Australia and as well. But I started at like Friday night club night and fell in love with the sport and fell in love with having friends around and being competitive with them.
Oh, that's really great. Now, we did meet a kid on the ward today who asked, wanted to know, she was a swimmer herself, and she was keen to know what age you started swimming and what club you swim for. And I didn't know what that was. So I was going to ask you that.
So I swim at Chandler Swim Club now. which is a big swimming club in Brisbane. And I started swimming competitively at about 9 years old. That was my first school nationals. And from there, I made my first Australian team at 14, and then my first senior team in 2018 at 19 years old. And yeah.
Amazing. Very well done. And Annabelle, when did you start swimming and diving, and how often did you train? Okay, over to you, Annabelle. When did you start diving, and how often do you train?
So I started diving when I was 11, and I train 10 different sessions a week. So that's every day except Sunday, and most days I train twice.
Oh my goodness. And you said that you were jumping into a trampoline pit of foam sometimes. Do you start that way and then you have to jump from the actual diving board into the pool at some point and just be like, I hope it goes well?
Yeah, so there's lots of ways that you can break down all the different skills for diving because it is pretty challenging. But yeah, we do things in what we call dry land first, which is on the trampolines and into the nice fluffy foam pits. And then you take those skills and you do them in the pool. And we also have harnesses that your coach can hold you in a harness, and you can do things without hurting yourself. So there's lots of different ways to break it down.
That is amazing. Now, Zac mentioned that he was afraid of the water. Were you ever afraid of heights?
No, I was fearless as a kid. I had no fear of heights at all. I'm probably more scared of heights now than I was when I first started. So as I've gotten older, I've come down lower on the diving boards.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was one of the questions that just came up. And look, there's a lot of comments coming through about how proud everybody is of you guys. And I think that's just such an important sentiment to reiterate to you guys. I know that you might not have realized how much it was meaning to all the people back here, but as we walked around the hospital, everyone was talking about the Olympics and how great it is to be able to watch the Olympics. And I know now that we're getting ready to do the Paralympics, everyone can't wait to see more sport. Amelia, what were your 3 favorite things about Tokyo? And then we're going to go to our next game. What did you guys like about Tokyo?
Do you go
first?
first?
I reckon the volunteers and all the Japanese people were so nice and friendly and just really always smiling and helpful. The food was delicious. They had some traditional Japanese food in the village, which was really yum. And then our venue was really cool. It was a brand new pool. The swimming pool and the diving pool were in the same venue. So it was a massive stadium. And yeah, it was all decorated with all the Tokyo and Olympic signs. So that was pretty cool.
And you, Zac?
For me, it was the venue is very pristine and very set out very nicely, and everything was just thought of and then thought of again. So the venue was amazing. I think the friends, getting to see all them again and spending some quality time with them in between racing is really something that I've always looked forward to. And probably the third thing was, just the whole village experience, between the food to the beds, the elusive beds, and all that, and seeing people from all walks of life, all different sports, all over the world.
How wonderful. Now, we are going on to our next game. Now, I know you're very competitive, but you won't actually need your boxing gloves this time because it's not exactly what it sounds like. It's extreme boxing, but the Starlight way. We have a box, and you need to tell us what's inside of it. Okay, here are your options. Is it A banana, the famed banana maybe that you just did a beautiful diving routine? B, a Captain Starlight doll? C, a shoe? And I wonder whose shoe it would be. Or D, is it a gold medal with chocolate inside? Oh, I hope it's this one, and I hope I get to eat it. What do you guys think? Now, I know that Mr. Gold Medal over there is probably going to go for gold, but Annabelle, we'll go over to you first. What do you think it is?
I think it might be B, a Captain Starlight doll.
Oh, okay. Any ideas why you've gone for that one?
I just want to see what
I hope it is that one. We get to see it. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got some comments through with the answers B and D from Bec and Zac. What are you thinking?
I reckon A. I'm going to go, the banana's going to make a reappearance.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely keen to see that banana routine one more time. But Maybe you're just hungry for a banana. That's the other thing. Sometimes, just need a banana. Now, I hope those guys watching out there on Facebook and YouTube, if you guys want to comment, see, there we go. We shall see. That's very clever. And B from Noah. And they are putting in their answers. Well, it's going to be tight here. This could decide who is the winner of the Starlight Games. I think we'll do a drum roll. Here we go. If you're there watching, drum roll. Brrr, is it a banana? Is it a Captain Starlight doll? Is it a shoe? Or is it a gold medal filled with chocolate inside? Reveal the answer. It's a Captain Starlight doll. That's B. Annabelle for the win. If you said B, you were correct. And that's what a Starlight doll looks like. There you go.
I'm very impressed.
Look at it. It's so cute. Congrats to everybody. I love that. What do you eat for breakfast? Someone wants to know what you eat for breakfast.
I like to eat either avocado on toast or with like eggs or fresh fruit and coconut yogurt.
Oh, nice. What would you like that, Zach? Or are you a different style?
First breakfast before training is 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter, banana, and honey. And second breakfast is normally like scrambled eggs on some toast or some Wheat Bix with some yogurt.
He's a Wheat Bix kid, but the banana, so he never stops. Banana kids, powerful. That's so great. Well, if there's any more questions out there, send them in. We've got, how old are you both? The kids are asking the hard questions. How old are you, Zach?
I'm 22.
22. And how does it feel being 22 and being an Olympic medalist? Pretty good.
Weird. Yeah, it doesn't feel real.
That's great. And Annabelle, what about you?
I'm older than you probably think. I'm 28, so I'm a veteran on the team.
And as a veteran, do you help guide some of the younger athletes that get very nervous about going to their first Olympics? Like, I know you haven't met Zach before, but other people who might have gone to their first Olympics, they ask you questions?
Yeah, especially the diving team with the newbies this time around. So I've got a bit of a leadership role in our team. So, yeah, I like to give advice and help them prepare as best that I could.
Oh, that's amazing. Annabelle, I'm going to ask the last question. Do you think you'd make another Olympics in 3 years? Too early to tell?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'd love to go to Paris. So we'll see. But maybe Com Games next year, and then I'll decide after that.
Fair enough. You don't have to make any promises here. We're just very thankful for you guys to have joined us today. It's been so great that you could get in with your Zooms, with your Wi-Fi's, with whatever it's working for you. We're very thankful that you guys would join us. Thank you so much. Congratulations. It's just such an honor to be an Olympian, and you guys have done Australians proud, but you're also great people, and we love having you on here to chat with us and to answer all the kids' questions and to see that gold medal up close. I don't think anyone's probably going to get that close to a gold medal unless they win one. And it's really fun. Look, you were both amazing. Thank you. There's some comments there. If you guys want to see more from Fun with Captain Starlight, you can always tune in on the channel here. Tomorrow, we're going to actually be talking with the beach volleyballers, Chris McHugh and Damien Schumann. And a New Zealander is going to join us, Erica Fairweather. She is a 400 freestyler. So if you're keen to know more about the Olympics from different aspects, from different sports, and from a foreigner, from the New Zealander, then join us tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. again. But to Annabelle and Zach, we salute you. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, look, the kangaroo! And I would like you to know that you can both share the medal for the Starlight Games. You're both winners to me.
Thanks, Captain Starlight.
Thank you.
All right, you guys are the best, and we hope to see you soon once you're out and about of quarantine. Maybe you'll come and visit us in our Starlight Express rooms around Australia. Thanks, guys. You're the best. Congratulations. See ya. Bye.